Growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s was incredible. No other way to say it. Amazing program television blocks, movie rental stores like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video, but nothing held a jack-o'-lantern flame to the picturesque Halloweens of days past. There are thousands of videos on the topic, but I wanted to provide my own viewpoint on what it was really like to be a kid during the spooky season in the 90s and 2000s. But the real reason I'm making this video is to tell you that it can still happen. The magic can still exist. We may not be able to destroy social media, but we can certainly create our own magic. That's what it all boiled down to. Before we get to how we can create our own magic, whether just for ourselves or for others as well, let's reminisce a bit. The Halloween specials. My first true memory of a Halloween special was watching It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown with my mom and dad. And I don't remember a whole lot, obviously. I was just a tiny little guy, but I do remember this being the start of a beautiful tradition. My second core memory of Halloween specials is watching Halloween Town for the first time with my sister. I was just old enough to appreciate the setting, the effects, and the overall plot of the movies. The following years, Halloween Town 1 through 3 became a staple for us. The fourth one, and yeah, there's a fourth one, but we don't talk about it. Although we will make a video on the series as a whole in this upcoming spooky month. Monstober on Disney Channel in the United States was an absolute graveyard slap, as they showed The Little Vampire, still a favorite movie of mine, Under Wraps, Phantom of the Multiplex, Hocus Pocus, and all the Disney Channel original shows at the time had their own spooky themed episodes. Moving forward is my all-time personal favorite place to find Halloween specials as I was growing up. It was a channel that led me to my all-time favorite fall-time specials. Cartoon Network introduced me to, wait for it, Scary Godmother, both the first and the second. Another special that will need its own video because, damn, the magic in these two CGI/2D cel-shaded films are insane and beautiful. Cartoon Network also introduced me to several Goosebumps episodes like The Haunted Mask, but more importantly, the R.L. Stine Haunting Hours. Don't think about it. It's not amazing, but my 13-year-old brain was obsessed with both the film and the gothic version of Emily Osment. Not to keep Nickelodeon in the shadows, but I have a separate video cooking on Nickelodeon Halloween, as they honestly did something magical on the channel. You know, when it was only cartoons at the time. I'm looking at you, Nick Wartreat. The TV specials brought the family and friends together in a decorated home, and I knew those moments and vibes were special and fleeting. I knew to cherish them as they were happening, but still, I would do anything to take a time machine, go back to 2007, come home, eat some roasted pumpkin seeds, watch some Scary Godmother, go pick out a pumpkin and carve it with my dad, and end the night with a little Goosebumps marathon on Cartoon Network that I absolutely cherish, that I associate with Halloween still. It's magic that's tough to find these days, but it's not impossible. Far from it, actually. Has the spirit and magic of Halloween dampened over the past 10 years? Absolutely. Does it have to be that way? Absolutely not. When did I notice the spirit dying? Probably around 2015. Oh wow, also around the social media explosion. I use trick-or-treating as my gauge for the spirit of Halloween, if you will. That is essentially what makes up the spooky season and is the grand finale of Halloween. The decline in trick-or-treating is very obvious, and for good reason. An uptick of insanity in the world. Overall depression becoming worse, so parents may not push their kids to celebrate the holiday. And then, of course, we have economic struggles. and the kids may be confused or lost when it comes to how to celebrate Halloween. I'm sure some of you have seen the "Where are all the trick-or-treater" videos on TikTok. There is clearly a steep decline in trick-or-treaters as trunk-or-treats are a thing more now than ever. It seems that events have become the norm, but even those events severely lack the magical feeling of traversing the neighborhood with friends or family, collecting all the candy that you could. Haunted houses, admittedly, are still around. I do love them, but it does not substitute the lack of the beautiful Halloween magic in exchange for a couple of nights for some screams. And this leads us to our next topic, which is decorating. Each year, I take walks around local neighborhoods. I notice a small handful of houses who decide to participate. And maybe once in a while, you'll find a house who goes all out for decorating. And if you're really lucky, you'll find an entire street or neighborhood who is dedicated. To those people, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have you seen Netflix's The Curse of Bridge Hollow? What if I told you that most towns and cities were really like that? Everyone trying to outdo each other, or at least participate with the eerily euphoric feelings of that Halloween magic. I'm sorry today's generations can't experience it. I never even foresaw myself ever making a video like this when I was younger. I just figured Halloween would be around forever. And I mean, it's not even gone, it's just different. A bit more corporate, less magical, but it's not gone. The spirit doesn't have to fade. Specials are still coming out every year on different platforms. Schools might not do their Halloween parades anymore. And yeah, trick-or-treating statistically is at a high decline. And if people do it, they tend to speedrun it. And do you know why? We let the magic die. Halloween was never some random magical source appearing and disappearing each year. It was our parents, the teens who would help out and also try to scare us. The ones who would help their families make the wildest haunted houses. The moms, the dads going out of their way not only to take us to get pumpkins, but take time and money aside to create stunning displays or create eerie atmospheres for us kids during the spooky season. They are the ones that got into character, the ones who stood outside all night passing out candy, whether they were truly celebrating or just helping us celebrate ours by sprinkling a little bit of magic into our night. It was our parents. It was our older siblings holding our hands. Then that grew to going out with our friends, trading candy, staying out until every porch light was off, going neighborhood to neighborhood on our bikes while also hitting up some amazing local haunted houses in the neighborhoods that we would trick or treat in. Millennials, we are the ones responsible to pick up that mantle as our parents and forefathers did for us. Do your best to budget, but go all out decorating. Advertise a haunted house in your local area while also encouraging trick-or-treating there. And if you don't have the funds to create your own, look for a local one and see how you can participate. Let's just try to make a spark and see what it may kindle into. We may just have ourselves a full-on Halloween fire again one day. And why not start this year? I'm decorating my little townhouse and volunteering at a local haunt to be a scare actor for the first time, which I'm so hyped for. I'm not entirely sure how we navigate the attempt in revitalizing trick-or-treating or the magic of Halloween, as it is a different age that we live in, but I still don't see why it's not possible to stay safe while also soaking in the magic and the spirit of Halloween. Halloween is vastly different today, a lot more plastic feeling. The lack of all the Halloween promotions and merchandise is also a part of it. If you look back at the commercials from the late 90s to the early mid-2000s, you can see most commercials oozing with spooky personality. These have been the thoughts of a 29-year-old guy who really wants not only for that magical feeling to come back in his own heart, but I would like to also figure out how to restore and preserve it for the future generations. More Halloween videos are on the way for spooky season. I really appreciate you all for tuning in to Day Trip TV. If you feel that I earned it, please leave a like, share this video with someone who feels similar, and hey, maybe even sub. But until next time, stay spooky, and I appreciate all of you. Stay safe.
Happy Halloween.
Jacob, is she scary? Thank you.
Bye.
Must
be the block, huh?
It must be. Go ahead, tell him. Trick or treat. Tell him.
Happy Halloween!